threw one in at. Yeah. That was a beautiful pistol round that they had. And that was against TSM, oddly enough, I believe it was.
I think it was, you're right. So maybe they've learned something. Maybe they've stolen a little bit of that. We're going to move forward here. karrigan is setting up for a bit of a flashbang in towards that A courtyard. Just, I think, trying to fake it out here. A lot of grenades being thrown while the rest of TSM are leading that Glock train on towards the B side of the map. TaZ, this is going to get ugly. They're jumping down right in front of everyone. Is flashed. TaZ is still alive, but not for longer. He goes down. He couldn't see a thing, but Neo with a disgusting one tab there. It's going to be a tough retake now, I think, for Virtus.pro, but they're trying to see if they can get it done. They have got the kit currently picked up on Snax. He's close to the bomb site, but karrigan from behind. This could be the round-winning move. Snax is moving up on one side. He's going to go down. pasha gets a kill. byali gets a kill, and pasha coming in with another one. And karrigan, that bomb, they can't defuse it yet. There's the kit picked up, and karrigan, he has to live, and he won't. pasha clutches the round. It's going to be a triple kill for him, and VP. A tough retake, but they make it work.
Yeah, very, very smart play by pasha to turn around like that, knowing that it's possible he's coming from the flank, but huge clutch to win. And what I mean, you're right, that's a massive retake, because TaZ got killed for free. He didn't have anything going his way. And there was no finesse to that whatsoever. That was just bum rush into the box halls and come out upper, and they get that bomb planted so quickly, so you can see they're not investing in armor this round. They're going to want to buy the AK-47s in the third round.
And that might be a good idea. Not so easy to run in with Tech 9 armor on this map. Maybe the A-bomb side, but B is a little bit more tricky. TaZ close with the P90, and because they don't have armor, they do fall quickly. But a kill there, and another bomb plant is in store here for TSM, so they're going to be very excited about that. I'm wondering where the P90 went, because no one has picked it up yet. It's just Device and Sipnix left, and they don't have a lot, and they're stuck in that corner. Can't really make their way out, so it should be all over. It will be over. 2-0 for VP. That pistol round, though, karrigan running in from behind, I have to notice that was also a very popular thing in 1.6. Just having that one guy flanking the C connector used to be a big strat, not just in pistols, but just generally.
Yeah, and sometimes it can work very well if you're not using that as a full flank. If you're using it just to cut off a rotation. If you instead of just waiting the entire time, you listen for some footsteps of when that last player outside is going to rotate, and you try and catch him out. And then you just gotta have to hurry and then kind of do a flank or meet up in the box halls. But either way, that plant in that round for TSM was just icing on the cake. They were gonna buy anyways, but this allows them to get an AWP on the device, and that could actually catch Virtus.pro off guard. This is a little bit scary for VP's defense. They do not have an op of their own to counter it.
And Device, he's been on point throughout this tournament. He's really had a strong showing so far. We saw it in Inferno, but it will in fact be dupreeh who opens up and takes down TaZ. So a really nice, strong start here. That was all the way over at the B side of the map. And Neo still here to just contain it. And if nothing else, realizing that no one else is pushing through right now.
This play by byali, I like it. On top of the train, pushing up. He's going to find Device. Device scoped in on each side of the train alley. He's not able to find it. Not in his field of vision. And now it's karrigan's turn to respond. And he's going to catch him out in the open. And he grabs it. Nice headshot onto byali.
Now a fight with Snax here from us versus AK, and it's a very long fight, and Snax wins it in what must have been the last bullet. Sipnix is going to be alone here as pasha shows up for a bit of a double kill, but Snax going to burn alive. Sipnix somehow lands that Molotov, and he's in a 1v2 with about 35 seconds left. Knife is out. Is he going to walk through the smoke? Neo is right here. Sipnix sees it. Neo is right. I have no idea how that works. And now he's going to run and get the bomb down. This would be one hell of a clutch for Sipnix. The bomb is going down, and pasha's coming in from the other side. He's got that Molotov, he's got the kit, and he might even have the timing. Walking down the slope. Oh no, Sipnix! It's a triple kill, and TSM, they bring it back. That was an incredible round here from the, well, almost birthday boy.
Yeah, that was actually a really, really nice win for him, because he had to get aggressive. Knowing that there was someone else outside, you could see pasha pushing down the alleys of the train. He was eventually going to work his way behind, and there's just too many angles out there, so Sipnix really had to get away from that outside train yard. Coming through the smoke, yeah, he surprised Neo completely, which is a little bit... I figured Neo would have seen him first and had the advantage in that fight.
It definitely looked like it, but not quite. So a bit of a technical issue. So it's a technical timeout as opposed to a tactical timeout. Just in case anyone is wondering, you do have chance to call for a tactical timeout, which means you can, slow down the pace maybe a little bit. discuss what you want to do. Usually something that teams do if they are losing a lot, so no reason why anyone would take it just yet. But that was a blow to VP that round.
Yeah, that really was. And I mentioned I like that play by byali, getting aggressive on top of the train, that first train, and pushing towards the T connector. And that's something that Virtus.pro does in the past. They switch things up, playing close to the choke points rather than far away, not giving any space for TSM or the terrorist teams to work with in that outer train yard. So byali, I mean, crucially, he took out the Opera, which gave him a great chance in that round. It was just a really, really good clutch from Xyp9x.
We're still waiting for everything to get underway. pasha has picked up that AWP, which means he won't have armor. That was the only thing he could afford. What do you think about that? That means it's not going to be Neo who has it. Is that, are you okay with it?
Yeah, well, we've seen pasha up in the past. It's not like he's a slouch with it, but we've also seen, I mean, we just saw last map Snax picked it up when Neo fell. I mean, we've seen pretty much everyone on Virtus.pro pick up the op at certain points throughout this team's lifespan.
Yeah, it feels like it, and I mean, it is a crucial weapon on a map like this. You do need it. There are those long train corridors. You have to be able to snipe a couple of people in. I mean, where do you think they're going to put it? Are they going to try and cover the B-bomb side a little bit lighter because of the orb, or are they going to try and cover that Ivy area, which is also popular?
I think they're going to put it outside. Yeah, over towards maybe behind that alley train on that right side. I mean, you can kind of swivel towards alley and towards the middle connector, the terrace connection. But what we saw at Virtus.pro on this map too is they like to play those two players over towards alley. You know, it is pasha with that Colt sometimes swinging out, and then he's got backup immediately there. So why not have an op there, and then you can switch it and you can make it mobile, make him rotate around the back of the trains and guard another spot while you switch up and have a Colt in the alley. Or the M4.
Be interesting to see if TSM can come up with a quick answer to that, if they're going to realize early on and try and see. But there are a lot of smokes you can throw down there to sort of eliminate the AWP from that position. And I don't think a lot of teams have figured out a way to stop that. Those smokes can be thrown from even up the B hallways. You actually can throw smokes down towards alley or Ivy and block off that AWP. So be interested to see if pasha is going to be mobile enough here to avoid all of that.
Oh, yeah, and here's the thing. I mean, they have the smoke for it now, TSM, because last round when they got that op on a device, they really put emphasis on him being the one with that weapon. I mean, that was their big advantage, is having that range and having that one-shot kill. So that was their entire strategy, was let device have some time to try and find a kill in mid before they do anything. It doesn't work out for him, but this time they can do an execute. I don't know if dupreeh thinks that Virtus.pro is going to be saving. He has a MAC-10, which is pretty scary. So I don't know if this is just a bad read or...
Yeah, I am confused about this as well, but look at VP. They're actually going to push aggressive on Ivy, which means in a second they will know everything that's going on. They see nobody in T-spawn, which means that it's pretty much sure it's going to be a B push here. And that should give a lot of information to TaZ, who's on the bomb site. Neo is there as well. Snax is getting ready to rotate on in. Virtus.pro, they've read the Danish team, and they're trying to push anyway. TSM, they don't know they've been found out. TaZ spraying, but he goes down. Neo with a good refrag. He needs more, but he's not going to get it. Xyp9x lands a headshot, and the bomb is being put down. Molotov rains in, but it's not going to stop that plant. And now will be a 3v3 full retake coming in here from VP. They have no kits. They've got armor only on 2 players, and only the one smoke here. It's not going to be easy. Device, he'll take a shot. And hiding right at the edge, byali and Xyp9x having a dangerous game there. byali going to push on through, and he gets one more kill, but they still don't have a lot of time. The smoke is up, and Device, he's there, spraying once. There's still someone inside. Device, he's running in, and there's going to be the triple kill. Stops that defuse. No kit meant. That was going to take a long time for Snax.
Another big clutch from a TSM member. That's massive, especially early on in the half as terrorists untrained. Now they can get some rounds up and just try and pile it on, because if you can get to 4 this early in 3 or 4 or 5 or this early in the half, then you have a great chance of having a fantastic terrorist half.
I'm wondering if VP were trying to fake the fact that there was 2 people in that smoke by one sort of jumping out and another one still being in there. It looked very interesting. No armor this time, and a complete shutdown from TSM as they kill 4 members of VP and leave TaZ alone. So this is a CT-sided map. It seems like TSM are off to a very good start.
I want to highlight something from the last round, because actually it was a really cool entry that TSM does onto this bomb site. It was where the first player jumps up onto the ladder and kind of flings himself towards the train. That gives him that height advantage to look over. They spotted where TaZ was. It's a hard target for TaZ to hit. And then he's forced into I mean, he's dedicated to that fight where he just has to spray and pray that that gets a kill. So he gets taken out like immediately. And it's kind of interesting too, Virtus.pro pushes that alley, which was great. They see so far down, but it took a long time for them to cheat over towards that B bomb site. They really didn't take advantage of the information they gathered.
No, they were maybe a little bit slow, maybe sort of wondering if it was going to be a push through main and Pop Dog instead. I mean, maybe they couldn't really know that yet, but it certainly meant that TaZ was very much alone. And with the FAMAS as well, it's hard to kill that many targets. This time, more grenades raining in a bit here onto the A site. That's a really quick smoke. But TaZ playing the slope on B. He must be able to hear them running around up there, but he's got no real info yet. And TSM just taking some control early on.
Yeah, this is scary too, because Virtus.pro's out of utility. They have one kit, but all they have are 3 decoy grenades. They have nothing left to slow this down. And it actually looks like TSM is doing something very, very clever. Maybe watching that, or more than likely watching that train match from last night, realizing that TaZ plays very much solo in that inner bomb site alone. It's very much a 4-1. So they've been going in, or they've been going towards this box halls as a team very quickly, just to put pressure, just to make one rotation happen. And now they've alleviated the defense everywhere else on the map.
pasha thinking if he should go and take a peek. They're going to use 2 Molotovs to clear out the light angles. So if he peeks here, they should know that he's coming, and he's managed to do a little bit of damage, which is not too bad either. Clock is running somewhat low right now for the terrorist side. 45 or 40 seconds left here. Snax picking up 2, and byali with a kill on karrigan is going to leave cajun and device. So no utility, but plenty of aim on the side of Virtus.pro, and pasha going to win that fight against device. And they just shut down TSM. How does that work?
It all comes down to Snax. With the way he was guarding that ladder room, you know, you can push someone into it and you can have them dedicated watching the ladder, but that pop flash is so brutal. So he actually stays outside just staring at the door. As soon as he hears that flash pop, that's when he swings out, able to get 2 basically free kills. Very well done. And then like we saw on Overpass, byali's right there to back him up. And once they eliminate that ladder attack, they can just shut everything else down.
Really powerful round. It's going to equalize it into a 3v3 here. And grenade on out to cajun. Bring him down a little bit. That's another aggressive push into Ivy, but they don't get as much information as they did last time. But do manage to maybe slow down TSM just a tiny bit here. No open play. Well, there's one on device, but not on the VP side. Does that worry you?
No, I mean, you just saw that last half. Now that they know there's one out there, I mean, they're not going to give a kill up to him over towards alley. There's no reason for any peek to come, and as long as it's alley, it's very much confined to this one spot. I mean, they have to wait for this smoke to go away. There's nothing they can do unless they run through it. Or just boost and look over, and actually pasha almost gives that away. That's a surprising aggressive play that almost gets punished.
A little bit scary there for a moment. It seems like TSM are playing a very slow style so far on train here. Compared to Overpass, they're nowhere near as aggressive. Again, we're down to 40 seconds, and it's not too scary, but once you clock past 30 seconds, you've got to be worried if you even have time to put down the bomb. If the bomb carrier dies, it could go bad really quickly. byali and pasha opening up. Device, he gets a refrag, but it might not be enough here. Sipnix goes down with the bomb, and Device has to run away. There's nothing left to do.
Yeah, and this is just that, you're exactly right. TSM playing a very slow style where they're looking for a pick. They're looking to just find a kill and open up the defense elsewhere and choose where to go in the mid round. But Virtus.pro is being pretty smart and just not giving them anything. I mean, pasha almost gave up that off pick towards alley. That would have been a disaster. But once you're executing that late into the round, it pretty much tells TSM, you know, we're going here. We're going to this bomb site. So from there, it's just, you saw it, just Virtus.pro mows them all down.
Well, on Overpass, it was a good 6-ish rounds before Neo picked up a kill, and this time it's Device's turn to be a little bit absent from the game here. So I don't want to, you know, focus too much on it, but we've got to be a little bit worried. Am I making things up?
Device has 8 kills.
Oh, he's got 8 kills. I was so far away from the monitor, I saw a 0. Never mind.
What you might be, I was gonna say what you might be thinking is just because he's had that up a couple rounds and he hasn't really had any success with it, so he's not having too much of an impact despite having 8 kills for his team.
Oh, TaZ, the great triple spray down. That would have been one of those rounds where if TSM had managed to put down the bomb, it would have given them more of a chance to buy later on, but it's just not happening. They can still make the buy happen, but they would have had a lot more utility with a bomb plant here. And 5-3. So a bit of a shaky start for VP. They lost those 3 rounds in a row after picking up the pistol, and then it seems like they're back on track now. Yeah,
and this is where they can really start laying it on thick. I mean, you look at this 5 Molotovs, 5 smokes for them. Once they got to this point against Fnatic, it was just a whitewash, basically. They had so many things to block. You remember Fnatic struggled to get out into the train yards. They struggled to find success early on, but look at Neo getting aggressive, finds that pick. Now he can fall back. Even Molly's off the lower ramp just so he can't get surrounded.
And that's Sipnix down, who has been very effective. 2 players who are a bit absent, though, cajun and karrigan with 2 kills each. And now cajun has picked up that AWP, and before we even got started, you were saying he could be one of the difference makers here for TSM. If they're going to beat VP, he might be one of the people to really step it up. VP, how are they going to respond? Normally when you get a frag and you're a man up, you can afford to play more defensively, but byali's still very close to the main entrance here. Got to be a bit careful he doesn't give up an easy kill, but they're actually doubling up. Snax on top of the bomb, or on top of the train here, looking for a headshot on somebody. It's Device to get the refrag on byali, and Snax will instantly bring it back. They're trying to swap back into the B bomb site, but TaZ is playing close, and he's spraying down, doing a tremendous amount of damage, almost dropping cajun as well. Pistols out. Looks like the bomb plant is even going to be impossible at this point. It will be Snax coming back in, and a good round for him. This seems like these rounds aren't even that close. It seems like VP are really locking TSM out of this half.
Yeah, well, you can see in rounds like that when, as Snax gives a little bit of eyebrow raise to the camera, but rounds like that when TSM is taking so long, byali and Snax pushing up, that's 2 rounds now when they've been aggressive towards the electric box and they've been aggressive towards ladder room. I mean, they slaughter the attack. So once again, a lot of opportunity for the defense to come close to those choke points and not even give TSM any opportunity to get towards the bomb site.
Opening frag from pasha, clicking through the smoke, and he's almost going to be successful again. It's a weird game going on over here. Cajun will fall eventually as karrigan charges in with a frag on Snax. Still, it's a round without armor or anything else. A couple of kills here and there. It's going to help out TSM in the long run, but it seems like the only one to fall here is going to be Snax. Grenade bounce on in, and actually TaZ saved Siblings from the grenade death there, but that was a nice bounce. 7-3. A decently sized lead here for a VP.
Yeah, really decently sized, and it's only going to get bigger because their economy is so strong right now. Even if they drop around, they can buy forever, and they can keep rebuying these Molotovs. So you're not going to be able to. You're not going to see TSM. They're not going to have any success early on in these rounds because they have to wait out Molotovs and flashbangs and smokes and the choke points. And I mean, this pick strategy. Now that Virtus.pro has built up that economy, they have the AWP, they have all the utility. It's going to be tough for TSM to make it successful.
A clever boost here. Device is walking forward down on Ivy. He's got to be very careful if he peeks that corner because they're both right down there, while TSM gonna go for what might be a fake towards A here because they're still very far back with the bomb. What do you think, Moses?
There's no reason why not, but they've shown they haven't wanted to execute on this map. So a fake execute, I mean, they're going to put up that wall of smokes. No reason. Actually, I don't think this is a fake because there's only 2 above ladder room. That's just too much ground for the rest of them to cover. This is just going to be them coming down ladder and hitting out onto the bomb site, trying to get a plant in the smoke and play for the retake.
It looks like you might be right. One of those smokes, I think, went a little bit too far. Perhaps, and VP have a lot of presence on this A site, so it's going to have to be some great entry frags from TSM for this to work. Neo with a stunning shot to shut down dupreeh. That was a mid-air kill, and now they're trading favorably here. TSM, they're at least on the site. They need another one, and it's karrigan to pick it up. He's also going to be alone in a 1v2, and they've got him trapped in there. He gets a second kill of the round for himself, and he's got 18 health. And about 20 seconds left. That bomb is up there, and TaZ walking in. He's got a good shot of shutting down karrigan, who's a bullet away from death. And there it is. TaZ, no hesitation on him. Not even a bomb plant. He's going to pick up the AK. 8-3, but perhaps the most promising round for TSM in a while.
Absolutely. They just they execute, pick up the pace, and get out there. But I mean, here's the thing: the Virtus.pro playing this really smart. With a lot of the Molotovs they're saving to the later rounds. Once that execution comes in, they just throw a Molotov on the other side of a smoke towards ladder room. So when the TSM players run through the smoke to get out behind E-Box, they're standing in fire, and then they just have to get out of the fire. That's their first thought, and that gives Neo easy picking for targets that aren't even looking to take a duel at that point.
Yeah, what should have been a well-coordinated push turned into, as you said, just trying to escape the Molotovs, and a bit of a shooting gallery almost going on there. 12 rounds into this second map, and Virtus.pro, they look so solid right now. It looked like TSM was about to steal it away early on, but not any longer.
Yeah, it did look good, but this is part of the reason why Virtus.pro on this map is just, oh, look at this duel that's going to come out. Neo falls, and there's karrigan winning that duel. Neo trying to jump up because he'd been partially blind. Gets punished for it. So this is the most promising opportunity TSM have had. A 5-on-4 now with a minute left on the clock.
VP, some CT sides, they will, once they're a man down, they'll try and get a little bit aggressive just to see if they can sort of surprise it and bring it back in that sense. And VP will see if they are going to try and swap it up or just stay where they are. TaZ already spotting out one. He goes down to dupreeh, and Snax going to peek wide. There's so many people shooting at him right now, and he ends up dropping. It's all on pasha. He's got the M4 in hand. They've got the money, VP, no doubt. So even if they go down here, they will triple kill for karrigan. I was trying to call him out earlier. He had 2 kills about 7 rounds into the game, but this time around, he's stepping it up quite a bit.
Yeah, and you can see this is that pick strategy that TSM has been running this whole half hasn't been effective, but finally you can see how effective it is when they do get that first kill. When NEO does fall early, and then they can just spread out that defense. Virtus.pro had to play 2 in each bomb site. They had to be a little bit mobile. They were trying to find intel, but TSM just shrinks back a little bit before moving forward once again. And they just pick them apart. Now byali coming to ladder room a little bit late. He gets the first one, he gets the second one. That's the bomb as well. Now TSM's in trouble because there's so much aggression out of Virtus.pro, but they fall away.
Yeah, they don't want to all stack up in that tiny room there by PopDog and end up getting grenaded. So they can get the bomb back, yes, but they're still in such a bad position right now. pasha is dropping a little bit low, but karrigan is going to fall, and Device, he takes a kill back. I'm not sure it's going to be quite enough. Grenade, touchdown from NEO. And cajun, he's the only one left. And this is the worst thing that could happen to TSM. We all know what happens when you win that round and then lose the following one. It means your economy is reset and broken.
It actually wouldn't surprise me to see TSM force buy into this next round. Because this money should go up a little bit, so they can get 3 AK-47s, and there'd be 2 players with Tech 9s, and yeah, they are going to go ahead and do it. I mean, they can make this work, and they know that because they won a round, because they've done some damage as well to the economy, they want to keep the pressure on, try and get these last couple of rounds, but if they want to buy in the next round, they need a plant this round. That's the key. If they don't get a plant next round, they're just going to be buying Tech 9s and armor.
Early grenade there, just trying to slow anyone down, but they're going to hit the timing just right, and now TSM very fast into the bomb site here. Snax takes 1 and 2, and karrigan Device will get some refrags, but they need that bomb down quick, otherwise the rest of VP are going to show up, and you know what happens there. NEO already a little bit low on the Molotov to block him off, but they can't get that bomb down. It's sort of trapped all the way behind the train on the far right side of the A courtyard. NEO up on the bomb site itself with that orb, checking a lot of angles and finds a good kill on karrigan. He might be shot at the side of the face here, but Sipnix is having a hard time making it out of PopDog, flashing once, and he's getting out at least, but still not getting the bomb down. byali drops Device, and this might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Sipnix gonna go down, and 10-4. This first half is looking fantastic for VP.
Yeah, really good play at that 3-on-3. All NEO at that bomb site, just marshalling, basically, you know, being very mobile, very active, and trying to find intel. He gets that first kill, and it slows everything down. And then you're right, that Virtus.pro support finally comes in. Too many players there for them to deal with, but almost swinging the way of TSM in that round. That was the first time they've really rushed and got out quickly. That it wasn't an execute, it was just a bull rush. Now 4 Tech 9s and a Galil. They're gonna hit inner. This TaZ all alone, but he has got a Molotov to block off that lower ramp at least.
Oh, and karrigan has made it all the way out. He actually put in a couple of flashbangs, and that bought a little bit of time. Don't think they were expecting that, but I'm not sure it's going to make a big difference as the rest of this bomb site is still being defended by TaZ, and he's doing a great job. So far, it's a triple, and Device sandwiched in 4 VP members coming. That's 11-4 in the first half. They might have given up overpass only barely, but here on train, they're making a bit of a statement and showing TSM that they can't take things too lightly.
I'd love to go back and see how karrigan got there with no one seeing him. NEO was so incredibly surprised when he got swung around by that Tech 9, but I mean, karrigan did his job perfectly. He kills NEO. NEO's the one that was rotating towards the inner site that entire time, so if TaZ had gone down, that round was all won by TaZ. If he had fallen there, that could have been a major issue for Virtus.pro.
How do you come back from 11-4 on this particular map? Do you think TSM have got a solid enough CT side to make this work?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's very CT-sided, so TSM just have to say, you know, we know it's CT-sided, so don't worry about the score of this. You've got to win that pistol. You've got to stabilize the economy. You saw what Virtus.pro is able to do when they have all the Molotovs and smokes on this map, so TSM just got to get out to a hot start here, and then all of a sudden, this gap can close very, very quickly.
A lot of it's going to come down to whether or not Sipnix can hold on to this bomb site. He's got cajun all the way in the back lines here, set up for some long-range USPS shots, but there are 2 smokes on VP to try and make sure that they don't get too many easy shots in. One of them is going to go down on the sidewalk here. VP, are they going to execute behind it? They are running into the site. cajun No shot yet now. That means they're going to get a chance to put the bomb down here, and Sipnik's finally opening up. But there is a flank from pasha. You've got to watch out for that. karrigan getting close here, and he's going to go down to byali. dupreeh is still out here looking, so he knows pasha's there. And TaZ, he gets one. It's down to a 3v3, and that bomb is ticking. If they get this round, VP, it might be all over. Device and Cajun, they bring it back a bit, and pasha coming up from behind. He's already been discovered. It might be too late. dupreeh will take him down. That was a hugely well-managed round from TSM. They actually see everything that VP wants to do.
Yeah, that was really, really well done. Playing far back, getting 2 kills as they enter the bomb site, as they get the bomb planted. That makes that retake, and that's an entirely, fully retake strategy. Once they heard all those footsteps in that box hall, as you saw, the defenders from Team Solo Mid just back off, play far back in the lanes. And when you do that, you have to get those early kills as they enter the site.
11-5, an absolute must-win round for the Danish team. Otherwise, they were almost certainly going to lose whatever grip they had on this map. But now it's definitely possible. If they win the next couple of rounds here, they might make it into 11-7 type scoreline. And that is winnable.
Yeah, well, next round's going to be huge because Virtus.pro, they've upgraded some pistols, they bought some smokes and flashes, but largely this is a save because of that plant and the pistol round. They're going to buy in the third. That's the round that if TSM wins it, this gap in the score will close, and all of a sudden it's going to be a very, very close match.
And a bit of a heavy stack. I mean, almost 4 people on that A bomb site. We've got Cajun playing close to the C connector, and TaZ boosted up to try and see if he could take him down. That would have been a scary start. I mean, we saw how VP won at least one round on Overpass due to TaZ's deagle.
Yeah, he entered in it. We actually saw that boost last night as well. Fnatic tried to do it, and no one gave him anything to look at. It's just a long-range prayer with that deagle. But now Virtus.pro, I mean, without any utility, they have 2 flashbangs, and that's it. They're going to have to hit this outside bomb site. Oh, look at that, TaZ! What a shot! He opens things up again on Train.
Oh no, this is not what the TSM need, and byali and NEO coming into it with another shot there. Device also dropping a bit low, but they're both going to be able to reply, and it's all on TaZ. The bomb is down. He's got that deagle in hand. Are we going to see more headshots? He managed to jump there. I don't think that was voluntary. Looking for another one. That bomb is not being defused yet. He gets a headshot on Device, but it's not enough. Sipnik's going to be able to defuse the bomb, but what a terrifying player he is.
That eco round by Virtus.pro may have just won them this match. They get 4 kills, even though they lose the round. I mean, the economy damage is done to TSM. Now, this buy they have is going to be so weak. They're going to drop 1 M4. Xyp9x is going to be able to buy one himself. But other than that, you see it's a P90 on karrigan. It's a scout on Cajun. This is going to be scary because Virtus.pro completely bought up. They have full utility. They have 5 AK-47s. They actually have the superior arsenal despite losing 2 rounds.
TSM got to come up with a round win here, and they've got to stay alive with a lot of members. They need an open play. They need Molotovs to buy time. VP, once they get aggressive and once they're fast, you just can't stop them. We've seen that time and again here. Sipnik's does have a Molotov he puts up, so that's going to buy some time for everyone else to show up, and he sprays and takes out one. Device shows up as well, and a good rotation coming from TSM right here. They've got the right idea. byali trying to see if he could do a little bit more, but he's very low on health. The bomb will go down. It's a 3v4, and TSM making it look good right now. Device with the double kill. TaZ and byali, the only 2 left, trying to see if they can stay alive, but they're out in the open here. TaZ, how is he still alive? Device finally goes down, and now it's Cajun with the scout in hand versus TaZ and his triple kill, and he's just hiding back here. There's no kit on Cajun. He has to move fast. TaZ sprays, and he doesn't win it. Oh, it's so close, but Cajun with a USPS. He's got the time on 5 health.
That's insane. Does he?
He should. That is so scarily close.
TaZ is going to be really upset he lost that, but I mean, that's Virtus.pro in a 2-on-4, confined to 2 spots inside the site. They're not even playing far back. They don't even have that advantage of being able to fall back into cover, and basically it's behind PopDog and behind the bomb train. And we saw it last night against Fnatic. Somehow Virtus.pro in this tournament, they're making all these 2-on-4s, these 2-on-3s, all these man-down clutch situations work out for them, but Cajun wins that battle thanks to just TaZ missing a little bit of the spray, but they're not going to alleviate it. They get the plant that round. They know they've done so much damage once again. They fully buy up in this round.
Not taking their foot off the pedal just yet. Want to try and see if they can make TSM break early on. If they do, then it's probably going to be very tough for them to make it back in. Device is sneaking up close here, an unusual position that we haven't seen too much, but he gets pop flashed, he gets the kill, but not enough. Neo is right behind TaZ, and he gets the refrag. karrigan playing close as he always does out in this courtyard, but they know it's coming. pasha will take him out, and now dupreeh hiding in the corner. Good kill from cajun. That bomb plant is still not happening here. Neo very low on health. Snax is there to try and clear the room and see if they can get in there. He's doing a great job. It's a triple kill. He takes down Xyp9x and dupreeh both, and that's a stunning way to win the round. That looked like it was going to go TSM's way.
Yeah, it absolutely did, but that's Snax. That's what he's been doing this whole tournament. So many different angles he's got to worry about, and he's just moving so fast, looking everywhere, getting the headshots. Beautiful play from him, and that's basically broken the economy. They've kept the pressure on for long enough that TSM, they force buy. I mean, they're out of money, but all they've got is upgraded pistols and a scout. This has just been a really economic start to this game, where both teams are just, I mean, TSM's been trying to stabilize, and Virtus.pro spent so long trying to punish.
They've kept their focus on the Polish side. They had that one goal in mind. Let's break them, make sure they don't have the money for the rest of this game. And it looked like it wasn't going to be possible, but then they just managed to make it work anyway, and that's huge. Xyp9x, with the help of cajunb and that scout in the back line, getting the kill, but they're on the side. They're going to get the plant, and pasha covering well from behind. So good damage from TSM early on, but now they've got this bomb site under control.
Yeah, completely under control. They're playing the range of these AKs. Snax even pushing out, making sure if this retake comes in, he's going to be able to punish anything. And TSM, excuse me, basically they have to save these guns. cajunb probably should have fallen away early, because next round they have nothing. That could have been a tool that they used into the next round, but he falls. dupreeh should be able to save it. He is. So at least Device and dupreeh get away with some armor, some pistols, and that scout.
It's not a lot to bank a whole round on, you know, a little bit of armor and that one scout. Not the way the VP are playing right here. They are dangerously close at 13-7. It's another 3 round, and the map score will end up at 1-1. Currently, TSM have the only map, and that's on Overpass, but I don't know. I'm not sure I believe in this comeback.
Yeah, I don't either anymore, just because I think TSM felt so desperate with that buy. I mean, they could have saved that round to let Virtus.pro get to 13, and they could have had a really strong buy in this, or a much stronger buy in this round. I mean, you have to have something that you can make this comeback work with, but pasha getting aggressive. So with byali, this is that outer execute explode, and they're just swarming down these lanes and eliminating any TSM member they find, but actually TSM responds. There's the scout and the CZs coming into play.
Oh, some good damage, and there's another shot from dupreeh. Takes down a kill, but he can't hit the scout shot next in line. It's Neo and TaZ, and they're so close here. That would have had to have been a headshot. TaZ will take him out. I mean, they make it very expensive for VP, who do have a lot of money, but this might be the last time TSM get to buy on this map. If they don't make this work, I don't think they're going to have a chance. Right,
and they don't have an op in Device's hands. They also don't have any kits whatsoever, so when Virtus.pro comes into a bomb site, when they explode, they have to stop it initially, because after that, it's going to be so hard to retake it, knowing that you don't have the time to work with to clear out every spot.
Let's see how they're going to make it work. They've had the same setup for a long time here, with Xyp9x holding close alone, and then the initial 4-man stack in A. They rotate cajun back in, so if VP know this, it's sort of a very readable setup from TSM early on. It seems like VP are just sort of spreading out all across. What do you think they're up to?
They're trying to just pick and choose. They're trying to, you know, get some information. They forced back. I mean, they made a small presence in box house. They're really not doing much right now. Just playing far back, waiting for any kind of aggression. They know that TSM, with this score deficit, is feeling desperate. So they're watching for any kind of aggressive push. And dupreeh and pasha being very, very sketchy around the edge of these smokes.
Oh wow! For gun barrel shows it's going to be all over. It will be Neo opening up, in fact, on cajun, but karrigan. Refrag there to take down TaZ, still favoring VP, and especially as pasha catches dupreeh. Had no idea. Device with 2 kills in return, and that might just bring it back here. We're in a 2v2 at least, and no bomb plant. 30 seconds left, and Neo covering down by Pop Dog, while pasha is playing the center of the courtyard. Device still here, and they've boosted up looking over. This is very smart indeed. He can make a single jump, and he's going to be able to see pasha, who's jumping up in return. He's going to see the face. He will. He sprays. He takes down Device, and he must know Xyp9x is there. Not going to be the second kill. It's so close now. Xyp9x versus Neo, and there's only 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Neo has to hold it down, and Xyp9x knows he's jumping close. Neo puts the bomb down and stands up with the AK. Is he going to be able to get the frag? They're juking around this bomb site, and Xyp9x, he's going to be worried now. He knows this is the map, and NEO gets it. It's a double kill. And VP, they win that round and steal it away. Beautiful round. And pasha, soon as he saw that boost, he knew.
Yeah, it would almost look like he didn't register for a half a second, and then he finally clicks in. And that's kind of the thing. I mean, TSM, that's a clever boost if it works out, but once he's spotted, you know where both members of it are. You could see pasha before he gets that kill, he's looking everywhere for somebody, has no clue what's happening, and all of a sudden both positions are given up.
Nice aggressive pop flash there from byali, almost catching dupreeh, who really has not had a fun time here on train. It's been hell for dupreeh, and this time I'm not even making it up. It's 8 kills, and he goes down first in the round. Shut down by byali through the smoke, and what if they got left? 1M4, 1 from us, C-set 75, and that one scout on cajunb. So this is it's quite an overwhelming victory here for VP so far.
Yeah, this has been brutal, and this is just Virtus.pro on train, how quickly they exploded. That CT side was just locked down and suffocating, and now on this terror side, once they gain control of that economy, once again, it's just whatever they want to happen is going to happen. Now, you look at the utility, only Zipnik's got a kit, 1 Molotov and 2 flashbangs, that's not much, and Virtus.pro has so much time to work with the man advantage. I think karrigan actually hurt that ladder a little bit.
It seemed like maybe he did. Device going to get a lot of information, which means now they should have an inkling about what's going on. karrigan walking right in to the whole Virtus.pro team. It's almost like they were standing around there ready to hug him as he came up the ladder. It's going to be Device and cajun left 2v4. And VP, no doubt in their minds, it seems that train was going to go their way. Snax spraying a little bit clumsily, but he picks up the kill anyway on cajunb, and Device last left in a 1v4. It's going to be the bomb plant with 6 seconds left, and he's just standing still, mentally surrendered.
Yeah, just talking things over maybe already, but I mean, this is the thing on this map. Virtus.pro.
A bit of a crash, maybe. Not sure that would have made a huge difference. GG, well played is being called. 16-7 in favor of Virtus.pro on the second map here on train. What a victory for them it was. That means we're gonna go on to the next in line, which will be Dust2, picked by TSM.
Yeah, and that's going to have to be where TSM responds, because that was just a dominant victory. Much like last night against Fnatic, Virtus.pro loses that first map, but they go into train, and that's the map they make a statement on. That's where they say we're going to get right back into this series, so that's huge. Great performance from them.
Yeah, it feels like this is going to be a team that a lot of people study on train now, just to figure out exactly how they play, because they're setting a new standard, it seems.
Yeah, and not a lot of teams can do what they do. I mean, they're one of those teams, much like Envy, that just explode onto bomb sites so aggressively, and not every team has the personnel to do that. So it's going to be very tough to